I have 7 children, been a hungry house to feed, so everyone's had to knuckle in and do their bit. I do have to thank my wife, earlier days handling the office work when she could, and then she's had to bring up the 7 kids basically. I've worked hard and she's worked hard.
You know, we've always just thought that we're like a local family firm, just a small family. It's not until probably the last 12 months, 24 years into the business, that we've sort of realised how this business is impacting a lot more than just our family. There's a lot of people dependent on our work now and the decisions that we make as a family and in their employment, and we really want to start working towards giving back to the community and helping the people that work with us more.
I bought a 10-tonne digger. I spent the first winter stripping it right back to bare metal and painting it all. So I started going around a lot of the farmers in the area that I'd worked for previously. That's how Camex started, was really from that one machine. The work slowly increased and I was doing crazy hours, couldn't keep up. And so I advertised for another staff member. He survived for 22 years with me. It's only just recently left. And then Jason came along in 2005, and Jason's been a great asset to the business. He's come from the bottom, so he knows what it's like.
2008 was an economically challenging time. Camex Civil was called Cambridge Excavators Limited, and our sole source of income was the rural market. In the Waikato, it was a very severe drought. With that, we literally run out of work in 2008, and that was when Camex started towards the commercial building scene. It was hard, we didn't really know what we were doing.
We used to sit around the table at night after we'd worked and sit up till 11 o'clock at night pricing jobs. We used to pick up all sorts of mucky jobs.
Our first ever project that we won, I think it was around $3,000, and we turned up feeling quite good about ourselves, having won our first tender for a building company, and we couldn't fit the digger in.
I do believe that you have to be a man of your word. I'm pretty sure that I've installed that into my children. Our philosophy on work is, it has always been, if we've promised something, we'll try and deliver it. If it meant staying there till 11 o'clock at night, we would. He's always a hard worker, Jason. Whatever you did, he'd do it twice as fast, so you had to keep up with him. And he's still like it today.
We ended up using wheelbarrows and shovels, and we dug the building extension out and put it all in wheelbarrows and wheelbarrowed around the front, put it in a trailer, took it to the dump and shoveled it off the trailer. We ended up completing that project still successfully. The builder was very happy. Growing up, I had a really good relationship with Dad. He's always demonstrated a real good work ethic. He works hard.
Often on the weekend, if they know there's a job to be done, it'll be my children who'll come back to work to help me to get a job done in time.
I met John Brewer in 2013 at a subdivision in Pukekohe. He was very hard working. He was there delivering and building a subdivision on his own. I thought to myself, this is the man I want to move forward with and work with. So I started off on the tools, drain lane, working alongside the family. They were such a hard-working bunch of men. It just was infectious. As that progressed and we won more projects, the size of the company grew, and I quickly found myself helping manage the operational side of the business.
I spent about 7 years in the trench. That grew into project management. From there, with the growth of the company, I took on the role as the CEO. Our whole family has a massive passion for what we do. Like, we all love what we do. So obviously Dad started Camex Civil with a view of getting a bigger return for his family, but also having 7 children, he knew it was important that there was an opportunity for employment. All of the family has either been employed or is currently employed in the business. Dad and myself are directors and shareholders, and Logan and Mitchell, my 2 brothers, are shareholders and sit on the board. Lani and Anika, both based in the office team. A couple of my sisters have moved away and have family in other parts of New Zealand.
I think they've all had the hard working ethic installed into them, and honesty, good traits really that I look for in staff. If they don't share your same values, I have had some come and go. I'm pretty proud of the length of time that most of our staff have stayed with us. We've had other people move up slowly into the management type positions. They're bringing that culture through with them. Yeah, I reckon it's a great place to be.
A lot of the team that have been here for a longer period of time, they've earned that work ethic of Dad, and it's really cool to see them demonstrating and living our values and living the culture every day.
Ripped is truly who we are. In essence, what Camex is about is striving for excellence and bringing out the best in every person that we have.
Oh, it's a great company. They are really good people to work for. It's a family-orientated one, and they always look after their family, as well as all the employees' families as well. So, yeah, it's really fun working for them.
We have a great culture here within the Camex whānau. We have each other's backs. We look out for each other. Awesome people to work with. They're there for us, they're there for the crews.
They've just really looked after me and my family. No, they're a great company to work for. Yeah.
So we work with a wide range of clients. We've got 5 different divisions throughout our business. We work with land developments, the locals as well, as they just want the smaller works done around their property, the regional councils. We're lucky enough to also work with some of the civil commercial companies that are developing a lot of the commercial builds.
Camex Civil is a sort of a family-oriented business. Everyone's really close. The culture is amazing. Even the big bosses and the people in the head office have always got time for us. For up Taupo, the footpaths along the lakefront, that takes us basically from the state highway all the way around the shops, etc. And that footpath continues right up to the airport as well.
We've invested quite heavily lately in plant and equipment, and we'd like to think we've got quite a modern fleet, and that's awesome. But we could have the best fleet in the world, and if we had no people, we'd have nothing. We've invested a lot in leadership training, management training, development. The new building, we've put in a training and development room, and we've recently just employed our first in-house trainer because we've realised as a family that we can't take this business to the next level without bringing the people with us. So it's a really exciting space to see these people grow and become better, not just at work, but it's about being better in the community. It's about being better at home with your wife, with your children, your partner, and just living a better life in general. It makes you feel really good. It does. It makes you feel really, really good. Immensely proud of the team. The family we talk about, it's bigger than us. It's more about what we're leaving behind for the future. We talk about building infrastructure for tomorrow, the legacy we're leaving, and what our kids can be proud of in the future. We're always trying to ensure that we do this job well. These projects that we're building now could still be servicing the community in 100 years' time. And so it's really, really awesome driving around the areas that we're privileged to work in and seeing the community benefiting from the assets that Camex have had the favour of building for our clients. We've recently set a strategic plan for the next 12 years. We're excited about the growth of Camex Civil and the future. We intend on continuing our growth, targeting new geographic areas, but most importantly we plan on continuing to grow our people and putting them at the forefront of what we do. 25 years ago, Dad laid the foundations for Camex Civil. He is still out there working, laying the foundations for our new head office, which will propel Camex into the next 25 years of successful business.